Those of you who don't know, these are old fire engine pipes that leak a bit, and obviously the fire service don't want leaky pipes. It's a fairly simple male and female fitting. That bit goes in there. It does require a certain amount of coordination to actually get the things to go together. And it's perfect for somebody with 3 hands. Yes. Okay. The thing I swore I was going to say first here was do this with a buddy, because the pump's down there, the water comes out there, and if you're not careful where you place it, when you switch the pump on, by the time you get back here, it's dug up half your crop for you, and you've got a crater, a soggy crater. So is when you're moving the pipe about, be careful you don't scythe the corner of the plot, okay? Because these things are heavy, and they will actually destroy your crop. The other thing to watch out for, and I'll say this now before we switch it on, this is all sort of nice and loose and floppy, and it's quite manageable. It's just a bit heavy. When it's got the pressure of the pump in it, if you get a kink in it and you get your fingers in, you can't get your fingers out. It just holds them tight, so you have to bend it straight and take your fingers out, okay? Don't want anybody losing a fingernail in it or something like that. 2 of these knocking around. They always go in the bamboo shed, okay? Through the bamboo shed door, reach to your right with your eyes closed, and it's there. That's where they should be. This one is the oldest, most clapped out looking one. It is by far the best one. Once you've got the thing on and you've got the pressure running through it, don't attempt to disconnect the pipes or disconnect the nozzles, because you can't do it. They won't come off, the pressure holds it there. But this thing has a sort of a dial fitting. You can rotate it like that. And when it's screwed down like that, it's set to spray. So what I always do is, before I go and switch the thing on, I dial it down to spray, so that if it does, you know, go in an untoward direction, it's a spray rather than a jet, which might well knock somebody over. If it is a spray, then it's less likely to damage your plant. So if you're doing this on your own, which I don't recommend, okay, fit the thing in like that, and then leave it pointing straight where it can't do any damage, because the worst you'll do there is just waste a bit of water. You ready?
Yep.
Right, this is the red shed where the various nozzles go for the fire hose. So the stuff that's in here is nothing to do with the solar pump. It's just for the petrol pump and the big fire hose. So you go in here, you turn to your right, and there's one of the nozzles. This is, I don't have a name for this, it's the floppy ended nozzle. And if you want to use this just for laying it in the middle rows of potatoes, the water flows out much more gently. You've still got to keep an eye on it, you can still dig a hole with this. But that's where those things are, they go in there. It severely restricts the flow through it if you've got a kink in the pipe. Right, the other thing is, before you go to the pump, get the nozzle and get the petrol can. The reason being is, I always like to start this with a full petrol tank on the machine, because if there's just like, I don't know, a quarter of a tank in, if you get going, the pump goes off, you have to go back there with the petrol, and you're waving petrol vapour about on machinery that is red hot. It's never burst into flames on me yet, but I did it once and I thought, I'm not really comfortable with all this petrol vapour around and all this hot metal. So fill the pump at the start when all the machinery is cold, okay? And fill it very nearly to the top. I think with a full tank it'll pretty much run all morning. Yeah. That's a shed. Everybody clear on that so far?
Yes,
yeah.
Right, you have to ask me questions. So this is the shed where the petrol is kept. I won't actually speak the combination in noise, because it might get disseminated. But you come in here, and Alan is very good at this. He sets out petrol cans here, and they have a label on them. That one says, can number 1 has already gone. It says use second, use third. That one is empty, that one is full, and that one is full. Alan is very good at filling these up. This is where the nozzle is, okay? We're probably going to get a new pipe for that, something that's a bit safer. Don't use any of the petrol cans here, because these may or may not have 2-stroke in them as well. You just use these cans, which are just petrol for the petrol pump. Okay?